Hello everybody, welcome to the latest video, and it's not going to be the topic, but it is going to be the reason for the whole video. So this is, for those of you who don't know and aren't aware, this is my queen, which is only maybe on a par with Galadriel as well, but this is my queen. Hi queen. Hi Queen Khalida, she's gorgeous, absolutely love the model, it's one of my favourite models. It was a Juan Diaz classic. Back in 6th edition Warhammer Fantasy, and I've got a couple of these models actually. This one is a fine cast one, as you can see, because it's a slightly bendy staff. I got it recently when she came up for made to order. I also have the original metal one as well that I had from years and years and years ago. Anyway, High Queen Khalida is absolutely just gorgeous. I absolutely love her to bits, and she was part of my Tomb King's army, and she's actually Neferata's cousin. So Neferata got had some conflict and turned herself into a vampire. Queen Khalida found out, and they had a big fight at a banquet table. And Neferata killed her and sank her teeth into her neck, and then kissed her. And yeah, so some of her vampiric blood ran into Queen Khalida's body. Queen Khalida made a pact with the Asp goddess, and she was cured of the vampiric embrace, and then was mummified by all the Asp worshippers and everything. And she's now High Queen Khalida, the goddess of the Asp. Now, so this is the 6th edition army book, and if you go to, oh, there she is, a gorgeous piece of artwork as well. Here's High Queen Khalida. So this is all the all the awesome story about how she fought Neferata, her cousin. Anyway, her special rules down here. We have Blessing of the Asp, so units of skeletal bowmen, skeletal light horsemen and chariots in an army that includes Queen Khalida may be given Blessing of the Asp for 2 points a model, or shooting attacks count as poisoned attacks, which was cool. So I had quite a few in my original, in inverted commas, original Tomb King's army. I had quite a few of the archers, and I actually used, because when I was working at Games Workshop, I managed to find these in the depths of the factory kind of thing, and I grabbed an absolute ton of these. So I had 20 archers, skeleton bowmen with asp arrows, and then the old metal bows, which were really cool. I don't know whether these have ever got released, I'm not entirely sure. I've only got these two left, which is gutting, but hey, never mind. And what I wanted to do, when the Tomb Kings came out, when the new Tomb Kings came out, thank you very much Games Workshop for sending me the box. I hope you have gone and watched all those videos. So I made up one of the archers, and I was just like, yeah, okay, that's all right. But Queen Khalida's not in. She's not in the book, so I'm going to have to find something exciting about the archers to try and get me to make them take them again. They do have the arrows of Asaf in the new rules, which means that they always hit on a 5+, regardless of any modifiers at all. They're a ballistic skill 2, and you can't modify that ballistic skill or the to hit roll at all. So they're always going to hit on a 5+. So they are reasonably consistent. You always kind of know how much damage they're going to be putting out, because they're not going to be modifying and varying those to hit rolls very much. But the models, there's just an awful lot here to kind of put together and then paint, and I just wasn't really feeling them, so I did one, and then I was having a think, and a friend of mine on the Tomb King WhatsApp group sent me a message and said, I've got something for you that you're going to quite like, and he sent me a picture, and it was including these. Now these are, I think they're the heart renders, the Daughters of Cain heart renders, the snake ladies, and they have asp bows. Well, I thought, hello. So I went and grabbed 20. So I've got 20 of these, and I also got the Champions one as well. So the Champions one is a double-ended cobra bow as well, which is really cool. See if I can find that. Here it is. So the Champions bow is a double-ended one. So you get 2 cobras on the champion's bow, which is really nice. You also get like a little dragon, which would be quite cool just to kind of throw around on something else. But what we're going to do is we're going to convert up some Asp bowmen for my Tomb Kings, and then High Queen Khalida can be, because I don't really want to just use her as a leash priest. I want to have her a little bit more thematic than that. So I think she's going to be the champion of the archer unit, because as we have found out recently, particularly with and I'm going to do another video as well about this, things like the unit fillers, the old world really seems to be leaning into the representative form of wargaming. So you can model whatever you like, and then you can say these have this, these have this, and as long as everybody knows, it doesn't matter. So High Queen Khalida is literally just going to be the champion of the bow unit. I think she's just going to be standing there looking absolutely awesome. I've also put a couple of snakes on her bases, on her base. They need painting up, and she also needs finishing off painting as well. She's not quite finished. We need to make the Asp staff glow. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. So I think it's going to be quite straightforward. If you look here on the bows that we've got, they have a little bit of a handle, so we can cut off the limbs of the bow themselves and then glue on the Asp limbs to the bow. Now I've got an absolute ton of the archer bits here, so if we just have a quick look, we've got loads and loads and loads of all these archer bits. Here, so we've got loads of them, so I'm going to grab a couple of these out. So we need a bow arm, we need a quiver, here's the quiver, and these are from the starter box, the Tomb King starter box, and then we also need there we go, let's take that one there. We also need a quiver arm, sorry, not a quiver arm, an arrow arm, so we're going to grab that one there. And then we've got some legs around here. So these are the kind of, I've separated the legs into two different boxes. So I've got the straight legs here, which I was going to use for let's get that in focus. I was going to use the straight legs for the spearmen and the hand weapon and shield people. And then these ones here are the slightly more stanced ones, and I was going to use these for the bowmen and kind of mix a few of them in with the spearmen and hand weapons as I see fit. So we will grab, which one shall we grab? Shall we have leaning forwards or leaning back? Let's have leaning forwards. So we're going to do a bow from that one. Now the quivers, as far as I know, don't fit the rib cages that have the armour on, so we're going to put a clean rib cage on, and we're also going to put in, just for this model as well, I'm going to scatter in a load of the bear heads along with these, but for this particular one I just want to use, in fact I will use the one that's screaming. In fact I can't find it now. There it is. So we will use a screaming one. There's a screaming one, so we'll do that, and then we'll I think that's everything. Legs, we've got legs, we've got the two arms, we've got the quiver, we've got the head, and then of course we have the asp bow itself. So we're going to try and get involved and convert that up. It should be nice and quick, nice and simple, but it's going to look like a really cool little conversion, and then the paint job as well will absolutely sell it out, because we can I'm going to paint, because I think the colour scheme is going to be copper, so I can start this copper and then I can fade it out to green up at the top ends of both of them and kind of turn them into like poisonous asp bows. That's the plan. So let's get cleaning all of these up. So we're going to go to some music, and we'll clean all these up and get them all assembled. Thank you very much. Right, I'll see you in a second. So just a quick tip about how to clip things like this away. You want to kind of remove as much away from it as you can. So what you would do is just remove the arm there. You've got to be aware of the thumb. So the thumb is going to move and displace the clippers if you do try and cut it there. So what I would probably do is just kind of cut up to the thumb there like that. Make sure that's in half. And then you can probably at that point just kind of break it in two, and then you've got the two sides of the limbs, and then you can just very carefully kind of either clip away, or you can take a knife and clean it up, or even just like a little file and file away as well. So file that down so it's flat. When you're using a file and you're getting up to the final little bit, just do it very slowly, because you have a tendency, as you can see here, I've already kind of started going off at a weird angle. So just do it very slowly when you do get up to the final part of cleaning it up and getting it completely flat and square. So there you go. So there we go. That is Mr. Asp bow. I've also dropped a arrow in there as well. We've got a second one here that I've already done, just like Blue Peter. Here's one I made earlier. So we got two here. We've got both different legs as well. The archers are a little bit awkward to pose, I always think, because there's no way of making them like a dynamic shooting. So they're always going to have like a bow down to the side, and then like something holding an arrow. So I've got both of them here. I've got the arrows up. I'll probably do some with the arrows down as well. You don't get like one arrow per bow when you do grab these bows off like eBay or some kind of bits thing. I think it's about three arrows per 5 bows, so you'll have some that won't have arrows in their hands anyway, which is fine. But yeah, I'm going to carry on building these, and we'll see if we can get a whole unit of 10 done. And then obviously I'll carry on and I'll get a whole unit of 20 hopefully, and then Khalida can lead off her Asp Archers into battle. I think they're rather cool. So yeah, I'm going to build some more. Be right back. Here we go. So I've done 5. I've done 5. I've done 5. It actually doesn't take all that long. So kind of building them all up and then gluing the limbs on. It doesn't take that long at all. So I've added a few. A few have got their arrows. Whoops. A few have got arrows. Just again, it's just glued onto the open hand. It's not as if it's clutching it as such, but there we go. There. So a couple of them have got arrows in there as well, but that's the Asp bows. You can also get a little bit creative with the posing of them. You can get them looking rather good. When you are doing this, I probably should have thought about how he was going to sit on the base, because I wanted him on the base like that, so the bow was out at the front. But then I forgot to turn the head, so he's now looking forwards like that with the bow across. So I'll do another one. I'll do another one where the head is actually looking forwards. It's looking quite good. But yeah, plenty of them. We got this one here. He's just kind of got his hand back, clutching the quiver, and he's got his Asp bow down there like that. And then we've got another one here holding a arrow. I've also glued that arrow. Just put a dot of glue there on his leg as well, just to give it a second point of contact. And then the one I really kind of like is this one here, who's using the arrow as a bit of a walking stick as well. So yeah, he's rather cool. I do like them. I think they're looking great. They've actually got me excited to kind of do some more of the archers rather than the kind of standard Khemri archers. So yes, grab some heart renders, Chimerae. I'm going to have to Google that and try and find out what they're actually called. But it's the Daughters of Cain Snake Ladies, and then just kind of check them out and find them on YouTube or some bit sites. And then we'll have Khalida. I might put a couple of arrows in her base as well, just to kind of denote that she is going to be part of that unit. So I'm going to get these painted up. These are going to be painted up along with the rest of the skeletons as well, so that you will see these being painted as part of the Tomb King painting video, because I'm going to do, once I've finalised the scheme, I'm going to do a video where I'm painting one of the sword skeleton warriors, and then one of these as well, because we're going to be painting up the bows. The bows are going to be a slightly different kind of painting style, well, not painting style, but like slightly different colours and ideas for the bows. So yeah, there we go. I hope you enjoyed the very, very quick video. Hi Queen Khalida, I will not let you down. I will get you your Asp Arrow Bowman back into my army. Yes, I will. Right, there we go. My queen is now happy. She has half of her unit. I definitely want to do. I don't know how many I'm going to do. I've got 20, so I do have 20 of them. I've got 20 of the bows here, so I will at some point do all 20. I am sure. The one thing that you can't really do with bowmen, because you don't have the rank space, is do unit fillers for them. Although I don't think you can. Maybe I can use some cavalry bases just to kind of fill out some of the ranks and some of the spaces. So I could fill that out with a few snakes and some arrows and quivers just kind of sitting in there on a sand dune. But unit fillers, particularly for Tomb Kings, is going to be a video all on its own, because it was a really cool idea at the Games Workshop and Pete the Wargamer who did, but I'm going to be really picky about the aesthetic behind the unit fillers for each kind of unit which I'm going to put them on. Yeah, there we go. One idea that I do have, just before we finish, I do kind of want to put a massive Shabti in the middle of a unit of Tomb Guard. Right, so anyway, thank you very much everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you try this, and tag me on Instagram if you do. I'd love to see your versions of these little Asp arrows and Asp bows. If you do find some kind of some Asp arrows as well, so if you find some snakes which we can use as arrows, then please let me know, because then I'll use those as well. Be absolutely amazing. Yeah, tag me on Instagram or Twitter. It's just at Chris Frossin, or you can join me on one of my Twitch streams, which is twitch.tv/Chris Frossin, and drop me a picture in Discord once you've done your own versions. So thank you very much everybody. Take care. Have an amazing afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, and I will see you again in the sands of Nehakara for the old world. Yes! Okay, right. I'm going to go now. Take care. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.